Amina was a beautiful and kind-hearted woman living in a small village in rural Africa. Her marriage to Kofi was the talk of the town. They had been deeply in love since they were young, and their union was blessed with 3 beautiful children. Their home was a sanctuary filled with laughter, love, and happiness. However, as time went by, Amina began to notice a change. An unpleasant odor began emanating from her vagina, one that she could not rid herself of despite her best efforts. A very bad smell, and to make matters worse, whenever she went to bed with her husband, her vagina would pour out too much water that would fill the room as if they had poured a pipa of water in the bedroom. She would hang the beds every morning as though she wet the bed like a child. At village gathering, all other women would turn their backs on her, whispering to themselves, "How does she live with her husband?" She felt embarrassed and ashamed, fearing what Kofi and others in the village would think. Determined to find a solution, Amina turned to herbal medicines, hoping the natural remedies would cure her ailment. Weeks turned into months, and Amina's condition showed no signs of improvement. Desperate, she sought the help of the village's renowned herbalists, who prescribed various concoctions, but to no avail. The smell persisted, and it began to take a toll on her marriage. Kofi, initially supportive, grew distant and frustrated. The warmth that once defined their relationship turned cold. One day, Amina overheard whispers from the villagers, suggesting she was cursed. She couldn't bear the thought of Kofi leaving her, so she visited different witch doctors, hoping to lift whatever curse had been placed on her. Each witch doctor promised a cure, yet none could deliver. Amina's hope dwindled, and the strain on her marriage worsened. Kofi, unable to cope with the situation any longer, began to seek solace elsewhere. He found comfort in the company of another woman from the village, Zainab, who had always been an admirer of his. Zainab, known for her beauty and charm, soon won Kofi's heart. Distraught and heartbroken, Amina watched as her husband drifted further away from her. Eventually, Kofi made the decision to leave Amina and their children to be with Zainab. The village was abuzz with gossip, and Amina's heart shattered as she faced the reality of her ruined marriage. She continued her search for a cure, but her efforts seemed futile. Months passed, and Amina's condition remained unchanged. She continued to bear the brunt of the villagers' whispers and the pain of her broken family. Kofi, meanwhile, had settled into his new life with Zainab. One day, however, a curious event began to unfold. Kofi noticed that the smell Amina once had started to go away almost entirely after he left her. Intrigued and disturbed by this, he started to question the nature of Amina's sickness. Driven by a growing sense of unease, Kofi sought out the advice of a trusted elder in the village. The elder, known for his wisdom and insight, listened carefully to Kofi's story. After a long pause, he spoke, "Kofi, sometimes what we perceive as illness is caused by malevolent forces. Have you considered the possibility of witchcraft?" Kofi was taken aback by the suggestion but couldn't dismiss it. The elder continued, "Seek the truth, my son. Sometimes, those closest to us harbor the darkest intentions." Haunted by the elder's words, Kofi began to investigate. He discreetly observed Zainab's behavior and interactions. Over time, he noticed subtle signs that suggested she might have played a role in Amina's suffering. Determined to uncover the truth, Kofi confronted Zainab one evening. Under the pressure of his questioning, Zainab broke down and confessed. She admitted to bewitching Amina out of jealousy and a desire to be with Kofi. She had used dark magic to inflict the foul odor upon Amina, knowing it would drive a wedge between her and Kofi. Her secret admiration for Kofi had turned into an obsession, leading her to take drastic and cruel measures. Kofi was horrified by Zainab's confession. He felt a deep sense of guilt for having left Amina and for being blind to the true cause of her suffering. Realizing the gravity of his mistake, he resolved to make amends and sought to reconcile with his wife. Kofi returned to Amina, full of remorse and determination to make things right. He fell to his knees before her, tears streaming down his face. "Amina, I have wronged you deeply. I allowed myself to be deceived and abandoned you in your time of need. Please, forgive me." Amina, though deeply hurt, saw the sincerity in Kofi's eyes. She had endured so much pain and suffering, yet her love for him had never truly faded. She reached out and took his hand, her voice trembling. "Kofi, I have missed you. Our children have missed you. I am willing to try and rebuild our life together." With Amina's forgiveness, Kofi felt a glimmer of hope. They decided to seek out a cure for Amina's condition together, determined to leave no stone unturned. They traveled to a distant town where a renowned healer was said to reside. The healer, a wise and compassionate woman, listened to their story and conducted a thorough examination of Amina. After a long silence, the healer spoke gently. "Amina, your condition is indeed a result of dark magic, but it has also caused significant damage to your womb. The only way to fully rid yourself of this affliction is to undergo a surgery to remove your womb." Amina's heart sunk. She had always dreamed of having more children, but now that dream seemed impossible. Kofi, sensing her despair, took her hand and looked into her eyes. "Amina, you are my heart and soul. We have a beautiful children, and I am grateful for them. Your health and happiness mean more to me than anything. We will face this together." With Kofi's unwavering support, Amina underwent the surgery. The recovery was long and arduous, but Kofi was by her side every step of the way. The villagers, once full of whispers and judgment, saw the strength of their love and began to admire their resilience. Months later, Amina was finally free of the curse that had plagued her for so long. She felt a profound sense of relief and gratitude, not only for her health but for the renewed bond with her husband. Though she could no longer bear children, she found solace in the love of her family and the support of her community. Kofi and Amina worked together to rebuild their life. They focused on their children, nurturing them with love and care. They also became advocates for honesty and communication within the village, sharing their story to help others avoid the pitfalls of jealousy and deceit. Their journey had been filled with pain and hardship, but it had also strengthened their love and commitment to each other. They had faced darkness and emerged into the light, stronger and more united than ever before. In the end, Kofi and Amina learned that true love is not without its trials. It requires forgiveness, understanding, and unwavering support. They had found their way back to each other and, in doing so, had created a new beginning filled with hope and promise. Their story became a testament to the power of love and the resilience of the human spirit, inspiring others in the village to cherish and protect their own relationships. And as they walked hand in hand through their village, Kofi and Amina knew that they had found something more valuable than gold, the enduring strength of a love that could conquer even the darkest of times.